Hi everyone, this is Movie Boy Master here, and this is going to be a DVD, CD, and Blu-ray update for, well actually it's like pickups. Well, pickups, update, whatever you want to call it, don't really matter. This is going to be for April 15, 2025. So, I got like 3 Blu-rays. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 40 DVDs. Actually, no, I think I got like 4 Blu-rays because one of them I actually got somewhere else. Bit of a spoiler alert, which I'll explain in a second. Or actually, I might probably explain in a few minutes after I show the flea market lot. Obviously, I'll explain in a few minutes. I actually got 4 Blu-rays. Sorry about that, and 5 CDs. Now, through this update, lots of these I'll keep for backup. Some of them does not have the discs in them, which I'll show one of them in a second. And one of them does not work, refuses to play, obviously, which I'll show in a few minutes, obviously. So let's start off with the Blu-rays. Now this is going to be in random order, just random order here. It's not in particular order. This is just going to be in random order, obviously. So let's start off with the Blu-rays from the flea market lot, and then get to this different lot right here, which I'll show in a few minutes here. But I'll just show the stuff I got at the flea market first. So we're gonna start off some non-horror here. Start off with my favorite, The Three Stooges. This is the one this is the one here. This is the 2012 film. I actually finally got this on Blu-ray. Finally got an upgrade to this on Blu-ray, which is nice. I would love to see a sequel to this movie. That'd be pretty cool. This is the 2012 film of The Three Stooges, obviously. There's the back. I would look forward to a sequel to this movie. If it happens, though, for a sequel to The Three Stooges, that'd be really good. Trust me. That'd be pretty good. So there's the Blu-ray disc, and there's the code, which I think it's probably expired. And there's also this in here. It's from Popcorn Video. That's pretty cool, I guess. I don't know. So there's the Blu-ray disc. Also comes with the DVD and the digital copy, which I think it's probably expired by then. So there's the DVD and the Blu-ray, obviously. And this little thing here says Popcorn Video. This is here. One price $9.95, total $10.93. It says February 16, 2007, 2:12 p.m. Huh. That's weird, but okay, yeah, I'll keep it. So, finally got an upgrade to the Three Stooges 2012 film. Obviously, no, I have finally got this on Blu-ray, which I'll put in my classic comedy section with the other Three Stooges DVDs and stuff. So, yep. And the next 2 ones are horror movies, obviously. Well, I think one's like thriller or so. Whatever. But it can be horror in many ways of thriller. So there's Untraceable. This is my Blu-ray copy. I actually upgraded this to Blu-ray, which I think this is out of print now. I don't know. There's the back. Yeah, Screen Gems movie covers Lakeshore, and that Three Stooges movie is by Fox. 20th Century Fox movie covers Conjurum Entertainment, Charles B. Wessel Entertainment, and C3 Entertainment. Obviously. So there was Untraceable. Yeah, I finally got an upgrade to Blu-ray to this here. There is the Blu-ray disc. Now, I would love to see this get a 4K release. That'd be pretty cool for a Three Stooges 2012 film. I'd wish this get a 4K release. That'd be pretty cool. Because, you know, I actually do have a 4K player, which is my Sony 4K player, and my PlayStation 5, my PS5, obviously. So, that's untraceable Blu-ray version, obviously, like 2008. And the next one is a horror multi-pack from Echo Bridge. This is the horror 6 movies Blu-ray set. It has Broken Hollow, Keepsake, Killjoy 3, which is the Blu-ray version, the Ginger Dead Man 3. Now, originally I was going to get the single release of Ginger Dead Man 3 on DVD, but I regret not getting it. But I like to have that in the collection, single release, because I like to try to collect every Echo Bridge horror single release that I can, and any horror DVDs. It don't really matter which company it is, as long as I can have it, all it matters. Alright, back to the titles. 213 and Roman. So yeah, this is the Blu-ray set. Got the set, flea market, obviously. And here are the Blu-ray discs. 3 movies on each disc, obviously. So that's why I call it 6 movies. So, yep. Did I say Ginger Dead Man? Yeah, I said Ginger Dead Man. I thought I said Gingerbread Man. No, it's Ginger Dead Man. This is Full Moon, obviously. So, yep, that's a 6 films horror collection, which I'll put in my horror multi-pack session, obviously. Put those right there for now. And now for the DVDs. Now, as I said before, this is in random order. Just go to the DVDs from the flea market lot, and I'll show some neat stuff too that I got at the flea market also. So, we'll start with some non-horror, and then get classic comedy, then some horror right here. Down with Love. This is the widescreen edition. It's actually in a pink case, which is pretty cool. I like to watch this movie. I think I got this for $1 at my flea market. Yeah, 20th Century Fox movie covers with Regency Enterprises, obviously. Well, Fox 2000 Pictures movie, really. But yeah, what do you know? This is what it is. There's the disc in the pink case, which I actually think that's pretty cool. And the scene index, along with the poster. It's pretty obvious. So that's Down with Love. I like to watch this movie sometime. Maybe, I don't know, whenever I get a chance to. Next one here, again, lots of these I'll be keeping for backup. This one I'll keep for backup here. The other Boyan Girl, I'll keep this one for backup, obviously, yeah. This is a Columbia Pictures, so it covers the Focus Features and BBC Films, obviously. Now, internationally, this is a Universal film for this movie, but it has Focus Features in the US, obviously. So, and not only that, this is in the Blockbuster case, despite no Blockbuster date. So, there's the disc. It's actually in a 2-disc Blockbuster case, which is pretty cool, I guess. This will be my backup copy for other Boyan Girl. Same for this one here, Stealing Harvard. This one will be my backup copy also. Lots of these I'll keep for backup, in case if I lose one or one gets scratched up or so. Columbia Pictures movie coverages Revolution Studios and Imagine, obviously. There's the disc right there.
and scene index, scene selection, and poster. That's like all in one, really. So yeah, this will be a backup copy for Stealing Harvard, obviously. And get to the ones I do not have. Again, there will be some backup copies in here, but get the idea. Here's this movie right here. Gigli? I think that's how you say it. Gigli. I actually have not seen this movie. Yeah. Columbia Pictures movie again. Covers Revolution Studios movie. Columbia Pictures movie obviously covers Revolution Studios, City Light Films, and Casey Silver Productions. Here's the back. Widescreen and full screen, obviously. No. There's the cover right there. I can show you the disc. There's the disc right there. And it also has other movies right here, promoting other movies, and the scene index, scene selections. I actually have not seen this movie before, but that's Gigli. I think that's how you say it. But I watch that movie sometime. There's another one I do not have here. The Sweetest Thing. Now this one is kind of like in this slim case. I actually remember having like a couple DVDs like this. I think it was like Hudson Hawk and 51st Dates or something like that. I really can't remember, but this is one of those cases here. This is kind of a reprint though. Says 2007 on the case. Columbia Pictures movie, obviously. This is a 2002 DVD. Here is the disc right there, and obviously no artwork, but there's a yellow cover. It's pretty obvious. That's The Sweetest Thing. I actually don't think I've had this movie before, but what do you know? I have it now. Next one is another one I actually do not have. Where the Truth Lies. I actually have not seen this one. This is the unrated theatrical version. I know there is a R-rated version of this movie, but mine is the unrated version. There's actually two different versions of this DVD. One says DVD edition, but mine's the unrated, so I guess there is supposedly a theatrical R-rated version of this movie, but mine is the unrated version, so yeah. This is a Think Film movie. Released Sony Pictures. Yeah, Sony Pictures, obviously. There's the disc right there, and then yep. Also promoting other movies here. So that's Where the Truth Lies. I actually have not seen this movie. I'll give that a watch sometime. There's another one I do not have. The Best of the Super Mario Bros. Super Show. This is released by Cookie Jar and Circle Entertainment. It's not say the year when this came out, but yeah, why not? I actually got this. Just why not? Case is kind of vertical, either way. There's a disc right there. Don't think it says the year on the disc. No, I don't think it says it. That's alright. Well, that's the Super Mario Bros. Super Show. Oh, I'd say that'd be a good one. Now here's this right here. This right here is actually a demo disc. It's a disc sampler. The Jeff Dunham Show. DVD sampler exclusive of FYE back in the day. When this came out, like 2009. There's the back right there. I actually found this at my flea market, obviously. I actually had this. I had to snag it up. This is actually a demo disc. Not joking. This is a DVD sampler disc. There's the disc right there. Your promotional copy, not for resale. This is pretty rare, I'd say. I'd definitely keep this. Especially if you're a Jeff Dunham fan, I'd say keep this here. I'd keep it for myself, though. Obviously, yeah. That's the puppets on the back here. Even Walter. I actually do have that Walter puppet somewhere. It's right behind me, but you probably can't see it in the video. But that's the Jeff Dunham show. It's actually a sampler disc. That's actually pretty cool. Next DVD is Rent. This is the 2-disc widescreen edition. Yeah, Columbia Pictures film coverage is Revolution Studios in 1492 pictures. 2005 DVD. Or no, 2006 DVD. Whoops. There's disc 1 and disc 2, which is the special features. And I think this is... Nope, just the poster of the movie. And from any other DVD releases. So that's Rent widescreen edition. I don't think I've seen that movie. Next one up is a movie that pretty much everybody likes. Hitch. This is the full screen edition. Obviously. Finally got this movie on DVD now. Obviously for Hitch. 2005 DVD. Columbia Pictures movie covers Overbrook Entertainment. Yeah, that's right. Pretty nice slipcover too. Yeah, this is my full screen DVD of this movie. There's the disc right there. Also, yep. Promoting other DVDs right there. Oh wow, excuse me. So that's it. That's a Hitch. Obviously, Will Smith movie. Obviously, yep. This is a full screen edition. So that's a Hitch, 2005. Very nice slipcover. Obviously. And now again to some classic comedy and some horror here. We'll start this off with the Jeff Foxworthy, Totally Committed. Now this one's actually sealed, which is pretty cool. There's the back. And this is actually in a snapper case also, which is pretty nice. It's actually sealed too. Now, I do have the Jeff Foxworthy show, but I did not pull it out for this video, but this is a stand-up comedy, obviously. Jeff Foxworthy. I'd say that'd be a good one, since I have watched Jeff Foxworthy TV show, which I thought was pretty good. At least season 1 of it. I actually have not seen season 2 of the Jeff Foxworthy show. Next one up is another classic comedy, but this has the wrong disc inside. I can get a better copy of this movie right here. The Beverly Hillbillies Volume 3 by Digiview Productions. But you think this has Volume 3 in here? Well, actually, this has Volume 2 in here instead of Volume 3. Like, this is what happens when you buy at flea markets, obviously. Always check, see if it's the right disc in here, but that's alright. I can easily find one, probably like find different copy of Volume 3. I can get Volume 2. Might get all of them. Who knows? But this one I'll still keep until I get the other copy of Volume 3. I'll still keep this copy though. It has the wrong disc inside, so that's alright. Yeah, it's alright. But get the idea. Next one up is another classic comedy here. The Andy Griffith Show, full screen, by Platinum Disc Corporation. The back, right there. This will go in the classic comedy section. As this is obviously classic comedy because of Don Knotts, obviously, as Barney. Andy Griffith Show. There's the disc right there. There's, yeah, that's Andy Griffith Show, the full screen. And next one up, I'll keep for backup. Obviously, this is the double pack. Red Skelton, King of Laughter. In the last episodes, yeah, this I'll keep for backup because it has those stickers on the top. It's obviously from Good Times DVD, Good Times Entertainment. Now, this is obviously a double-side disc. Side A has Kings of Laughter, and Side B has the last episodes. So, this I'll keep for backup. And the same for the next one here. It's the Three Stooges one. I'll keep this one for backup. Three Stooges DVD from Echo Bridge, which is obviously 2006 DVD. Obviously, yeah, this will be my backup copy because this also has a bonus disc in here. Not only this has the Three Stooges in here, Volume 1, but this also includes a Three Stooges 75th anniversary set in here, which is pretty cool. That's like both discs in there. I thought that was pretty cool. Wow. I'll keep this for a backup copy anyways, so yep. Alright, now we get into some horror. We're done with the classic comedy, and you'll probably see some backup copies there on one of them or so, but lots of them I actually do not have. So anyways, let's continue. Time check, it's like 11:22, 11:23 p.m. right now, obviously. Yeah. Well, it's obviously April 14th, but I'll schedule it for April 15th, obviously. So anyways, this right here, now I used to have this in the multi-packs. This is The Case of the Whitechapel Vampire. Get comfortable right here. Alright, this is a Hallmark movie, obviously. Yeah, this is The Case of the Whitechapel Vampire. Now, I actually do have this in the multi-packs, which, let me see if I can pull it out here. It's, this is taken from this multi-pack I've had since 2020. It actually has this movie on there. The Case of the Whitechapel Vampire. Well, now I finally got it in a single release. Probably wonder why I always look at my door, because I always make sure my parents are still asleep or something. I don't know. Because I do not like to be, I don't want to be bothered when I do videos like this. Alright, so anyways, back to this movie right here. I finally got the single release of The Case of the Whitechapel Vampire. Now, this says 2006 right there, and it's obviously Echo Bridge reprint, but looked on the disc. This actually has the Platinum disc logo and 2005 DVD. So this one's kind of a bit of a reprint, obviously, so yeah, why not? I finally got this here for the horror collection here. The Case of the Whitechapel Vampire. I actually have not seen this movie, so yep, that's the finally got the single release of that, Echo Bridge and Platinum disc. So that's that. Ah, man. Well, actually, might be seeing some backup copies here of some horror movies I have. Anyways, let's continue to the video. Alright, next up is Resident Evil. This is the special edition, obviously. This is the single release of this movie, which I finally have now. I know there's actually a 2004 DVD of this, but this is the 2002 DVD. Yes, obviously, Screen Gems movie covered as Davis Entertainment, Constantine film. Or no, not Davis Entertainment, Davis Films. I get mixed up with Davis Entertainment. Oh, silly me. Well, anyways, there's a disc right there. Obviously, no. Yes, also has a receipt. G2K Games. From May 2017. Wow. That's actually pretty cool. It's from May 18th, 2017. You know, I'm keeping that. That's pretty cool. Seeing a receipt like that from a game store. It used to sell movies at some point. I don't know if they still sell movies. I wouldn't doubt it, but never know. Alright. Here's the scene selections, also book. Yeah, this is obviously a video game movie for this movie, obviously, based on the video games. And scene selection. Which is pretty obvious. Well, so that's Resident Evil, obviously, special edition, 2002 DVD. And now, what was that? Thought I heard something. Oh. Anyways, now I'd say this movie is not too bad. But I've heard a lot of people say this movie is terrible, but obviously, I do have this on VHS caseless. I don't know where I have it at, but I think I remember doing the VHS opening this at some point. I can't remember, but this movie is not too bad, obviously. Lots of people say it was terrible, obviously, but it's not a bad movie. You want to know what movie it is? Fear.com. Yep. Finally got this movie in my DVD collection, obviously. Yeah. This is not a bad movie, obviously. Yeah, this is from NDP Enterprises Group of Franchise Pictures. Released on DVD by Warner Brothers, obviously. Now, this is not a bad movie, obviously. There's the DVD right there. Fear.com. Obviously, this movie is not too bad. But to anyone who still does not like the movie, opinion is handled. I respect your opinion if you do not like this movie. So, it's not a bad movie for Fear.com. But people say it was terrible, but it's not that bad. But I think I've seen like bits of this movie. It's really not that bad. I've seen worse. So, but that's Fear.com, the DVD version, that is. The next one up is a rental DVD. Lost Boys: The Thirst. This is the third entry into the Lost Boys movies. Now, I think I do have a Lost Boys 2 Tribe on DVD. I can't remember where I have that. I don't know where it's. If I have it somewhere though, but I do not have the Lost Boys on DVD, the first one. I think I've had it on VHS, but I'll have to get it on DVD at some point. Or you can get it on Blu-ray. Yeah, this is a direct-to-video movie. Obviously. Warner Premiere. There's the boring gray disc. And there's the back right there. So that's Lost Boys: The Thirst, the third Lost Boys movie, I say. That's a good one. And now next one's a double feature here that is actually sealed. Ghost Rider and Hellboy, double feature, I say. Yep. Both Columbia Pictures movies, obviously. Yeah, Ghostwriters covers Crystal Sky and Marble, and the Hellboys covers Revolution Studios and Arts Golden Productions. There's the back. Yeah, this one's actually sealed, so I don't know. I do an unboxing video of this? I don't know yet. Depends, though, really. Next one up, I'll keep for backup, and same for the next one, though. Spoiler alert, which even though it's in a 3-pack, but you know how it is. Stay. Yeah, I'll keep this for backup. Blockbuster today is October 8th, 2006. Yeah, Fox movie covered as Regency. Obviously, no. And it's in a double-sided disc, so widescreen and full screen. Obviously, it's a Blockbuster case, obviously, so that's stay. This will be my backup copy. Disc looks scratched, but I have not tried it out, though. And same for the next one. Now, the case is kind of damaged on the bottom, but I can easily replace it with another case. This is the Midnight Horror Collection Puppet Master 3-pack, which has a Puppet Master 1, 2, and 3. I like to have that other Midnight Horror Collection that has a Puppet Master 4, 5, and Curse the Puppet Master on there, which that'd be a nice addition from this set right here. Have 2 of them together. So, yep. This is from Echo Bridge and Full Moon. There is the back right there. Now, the reason why I got this here, because this has a special feature right there of Video Zone. You probably can't see it on camera, but this has a special feature of Video Zone, the making of Puppet Master 3. This is why I got this set. Yeah, and it's pretty damaged on the bottom right there. I can easily replace it with a different case. There is the double-sided disc. Side A is Puppet Master 1 and 2, and Side B is Puppet Master 3. I actually got this for a quarter, 25 cents at a flea market. That's actually not bad. That's a good deal right there for 3 Puppet Master films. So, yep. The next one up, this is right here is a weird bootleg, and why I say that, you'll know why in just a minute. This is the movie Crimson Peak. I actually have not seen this movie yet. Nice speed on the cover. Girl speed, that's what I like. That's why I always like, because I remember when I was doing that update video when I showed that Barbie movie off. That Barbie movie from 2023, yeah, that scene. Like showing that girl speed in that scene. It's pretty cool. Yeah. I like girl speed though, but don't give me hate in the comments for saying that, because I have a foot fetish on girls, but it don't matter. But please don't give me backlash or hate in the comments for me saying that, because I have a foot fetish over girl speed, which I won't talk about it too much in video, because I'll just focus on the update. Anyways, so that's Crimson Peak. Now, this is a bootleg, but the weird thing is, yeah, Universal Records are legendary, obviously. Look at the disc. It says Blu-ray disc, but oddly enough, this has a weird opening. This plays like the Blu-ray copy of this movie. I'm not kidding. I actually would do the opening to this movie, and I'll show you for proof. I'm not kidding. This is a weird bootleg, I say. Yeah, I'll show you one more time. On the cover here, yep. Yeah, obviously, yeah, this is I'll just focus on the update, obviously. Anyways, so this is a weird bootleg DVD, obviously. It says it's a Blu-ray disc here, yeah, former rail from Bubba's Book Swap. I think that's how you say it. Yeah, Bubba's Book Swap. This is a weird bootleg right here. It says it's on Blu-ray, but actually, let me show you proof. This is on DVD-R, even though despite saying Blu-ray right there. I bet probably someone actually took the Blu-ray version of this movie and actually put it on DVD, which is weird. Which I do the opening to this, just why not? So, anyways, that's Crimson Peak. Obviously, the cover looks pretty cool too. Even having some nice girls' feet on the cover. So, you know, again, I have a foot fetish on girls' feet, obviously, but I won't talk about it too much on the video because I gotta focus on the update, obviously. But I won't talk too much about it though, obviously, because I gotta focus on the update. Alright, anyways. Yeah. Anyways, just don't give me hate in the comments for me thinking that I'm a creep and all that. Because me having a foot fetish over girls' feet is not that bad. I'm just saying my opinion, obviously. So, yeah, I won't talk about it too much in the video because I gotta focus on the update. So, just please don't give me hate in the comments for saying that. I won't say too much about it because I gotta focus on the update. So, anyways, like I mentioned on that Barbie 2023 movie, I showed the DVD off of that movie, obviously. So, yeah. Anyways, let's show on the DVDs. Just continue with the video. Don't be too much rambling and stuff, unless I want to ramble about things, about movies and stuff. But anyways, let's continue on with the video. And excuse me. Here's Snow White Tale of Terror. This is the horror version of Snow White. This one, I'd say, is much better than the Disney version of Snow White. And honestly, I'd say this movie is 10 times better than the live-action Snow White movie. To be honest, though, this movie is so much better than the live-action Snow White movie. Like, I've heard it's a pretty bad movie for a live-action Snow White movie. It came out this year, 2025. But, I've heard it's a bad movie, obviously, because, like, lots of people, like, say it was pretty bad. Well, I probably would not watch it because I don't really watch live-action Disney movies that much. But, I'd rather watch this right here. This right here is so much better than the live-action Snow... Hold on. Let me start over. Ugh. This movie is much better than the live-action Snow White movie, obviously enough, from 2025. Which, this is the horror version of Snow White, I'd say. Yeah, this is obviously a Universal Pictures movie. Also covered as USA Films, which before it became Focus Features, obviously. There's the back. Covers of Interscope Communications. Yeah, I'll show you the DVD here. And it's in those cases you had to take the things off here. Which I know it's very annoying, but it is what it is. There's the disc right there. And the poster. And the scene selections. So that is a Snow White, A Tale of Terror. Which I say, if I watch this movie, I'd say this movie would be much better than the original Snow White movie and the live-action Snow White movie from 2025 by Disney, obviously. So, yep. That's a Snow White Tale of Terror. Again, much better than the live-action Snow White movie from Disney and the original one together. Honestly, it's just my opinion. I don't really care. But this movie would be better. And it deserves more love, though, also. So, yeah, that's Snow White Tale of Terror. Which I say that's a good one right there. Next one up. Now, this one does not have the cover. It just only has a slip cover, sadly. That is Donnie Darko. This is the director's cut of this movie. Obviously enough. It's obviously a New Market Films movie. Obviously enough. Does not have the cover, sadly, so yeah, which is kind of sad, but it's alright. It's a 2-disc set. Luckily the discs are intact, so disc 1 and disc 2. But luckily it does have the DVD guide, the scene selections, obviously, and the poster Donnie Darko, the director's cut. I actually have not seen this movie, so maybe whenever I find the cover of this on the internet or something, I could probably tape it on there. Well, just print it out first and then tape it, if maybe possible. But that's Donnie Darko. This is the director's cut. I know there's a sequel. Was it S Darko or so? I do not own that one. I only have the first one, but I may get it for the collection purposes. Oh, this is about to fall. Well, my bed. Next one up, and these 3 right here I'll keep for backup, obviously. Enough. The Grunge, obviously, keep this for backup. I like the slipcover too. There's the back, and the side. The other side is slipcover here. I love to have the unrated version of this movie, obviously. Just why not? This is the theatrical version, PG-13 version of The Grudge. There's the disc right there, and then the promotion for other movies. I love to have the unrated version of this movie. So, yeah, that's The Grudge, obviously. And I'll be keeping this one for backup. Same with this one, Grudge 2, obviously. This is the unrated director's cut. I know there is a theatrical version. The PG-13 of this one does exist, which I like to have, just for backup. The theatrical version of this movie, there's the unrated, yeah. Columbia Pictures movie for both movies covers Ghost House Pictures, obviously. And there's the disc. And to end it off for the backup copies here, before I get to the CDs and the other DVDs here, is Saw, the full screen edition. Which, yes, I have many copies of Saw on DVD, obviously. I love the Saw franchise, they're pretty good. This is my full screen DVD with the slipcover. Keep this for backup though, for Saw. And there's the disc right there. So yep, there's a Saw. This will be for backup, because I have many versions of this movie. Many copies of this movie. And same for the sequels. But I like to have the director's cut of Saw 3, obviously. No, whenever I find out, obviously. No, that's a Saw DVD. Now get into the CDs here. I got a flea market, obviously. Get the CDs. Obviously enough. First CD up is Saliva, Every 6 Seconds. There's the back right there. Yeah, I'd say this is a pretty good album. And also, yeah, it has a Click Click Boom. Obviously, the good songs on there. I actually have not listened to Saliva, obviously. But I might listen to them, see how they actually sound like. There's the CD. And the booklet, obviously, which I won't take out because I don't want to make this video any more longer, obviously. So that's Saliva. Yeah, I think it's, yeah, Saliva. And the next one here is Godsmack. This one is a good one too. I like the song Voodoo. That's a good one right there. So there's Godsmack. Their first ever album, 1998. There's the artwork right there. So I'd say this would be the only one I like from Godsmack. The cover looks pretty cool too. So that's a Godsmack, 1998. Very good one, I'd say. Next one is Fuel. Sunburn. This has a hype sticker on there. Featuring Shimmer, Bittersweet, and Sunburn. Which obviously that's a good one right there. There's the back. Again, not taking out the booklets because I don't want to make this video any longer. There's the CD. Next one. Leonard Skinner. What's this here? Last Rebel? Yeah, that's right. Last Rebel. It's the back. And then the side. Probably can't see it on camera. Yeah. Ooh. Gotta be careful right there. That's coming off. There's the CD. I don't know why this always comes off. It's alright. It is for what it is anyway. And the last one, CDs. Jimi Hendrix Woodstock. This is from 1994. There is the back right there. Obviously, nope. Whoa! Yeah, the things here that hold the CD came right off. So, it's alright. There's the CD. I'll have to hold this on here so it don't fall off. There it is right there. And that's the CDs. I'll lay them right here. And getting to the rest of the DVDs now. Just get comfortable here. Next one up, this one's a full rail from Movie Gallery, The Orphanage. Now, I actually showed this in my bad news video because this movie refuses to play, obviously. So, I'll just keep this until I get another copy. Just get a better copy of the movie, or even upgrade to Blu-ray. Obviously, no. There's the disc. Yeah, sadly, this refuses to play. So, which kind of sad, but yeah, it's alright. Well, actually, yeah, I think I did show the scratches before. Probably can't see it on the camera. Probably won't pick it up that well, but you can see there's scratches everywhere. Which is obvious. So, yep. And next one, this one is not as bad though on the scratches on the DVD. This movie is Wieners, 100% beef edition. Destination Films movie, obviously, 2008. I have to hold this one together so this one don't fall off. Here's the disc. And this one is not too bad. See, the light will pick it up. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, this one is not too bad as The Orphanage, but still pretty scratched up though. But luckily this one plays for this movie, so that's a good thing. I'll still get a backup copy of this movie, obviously, so yeah. And the next two DVDs, obviously, those DVDs are for your PlayStation Portable. But I consider those DVDs, those are UMDs, but I consider them DVDs. Christmas at the Cranks, this is for the PlayStation Portable. Yeah, same thing here. Columbia Pictures movie covers Rebelish Studios in 1492 pictures. There's the UMD right there. And the cover, the artwork obviously. That's Christmas at the Cranks. And another one for PlayStation Portable, which I actually have not seen this movie, obviously. Sky High. This is a Disney movie. There's the back right there. So there's the UMD and the scene selections for Sky High. I actually have not seen this movie, even though I don't watch Disney movies that often, but maybe I might watch this one. I don't know. I don't know what. Oh, and there's also a game update too. I forgot to mention. I also did get a game also. NASCAR 08 for the PlayStation 3. So yep. I forgot I had this in here, but yeah, I forgot to mention I actually had a video game in here. This is going to be a DVD, CD, Blu-ray, and a video game update. So yeah, that's NASCAR 08. Obviously, yeah, I'll put these to the side. Which is obviously enough. Put that to the side. And I'll show the neat stuff I got at the flea market, obviously. So, first one up is this little thing right here. This is a little keychain. The skull right there wearing the sailor hat. Has an anchor on the hat. Looks like Anchor Bay. Just joking. There's a little hand thing. I don't know what's that doing in here, but okay. Here's this thing right here. Now this came from Temu, but this came from flea market also. So it looks like a dream catcher. Obviously, here I'll show you what it looks like. Take it out of the bag. Whoa! Here's what it looks like right here. It kind of looks like a dream catcher, but it's actually made out of glass. Kind of like cardboardy glass. It can still break easily, but it looks pretty cool though. I don't know, is this even made out of glass or something? I can't remember. I don't know, but that looks pretty neat looking. And I'll show the one that I've actually had the most here, that actually everybody likes right here. Everybody gets fooled. And I'll show that one right here last, which is spoiler alert. I'll show the ones right here I got. I can't remember if I showed one of them here. This right here is a Three Stooges picture. I actually got this at a flea market, obviously. It was like pretty cheap, I guess. I'll definitely hang this up here. Three Stooges picture, which is pretty neat looking. I like that. And I can't remember if I shown this one in the update before, but this is the Kiss vinyl picture right there. Can't remember if I showed that one, but I'll just show it anyway. Yeah, I can't remember. I'll show this again, but I got this at Jonesboro Flea Market, obviously, so this is a Three Stooges picture here. Still haven't hung it up yet. So, yep. That's the ones I show at the flea market. And the last thing I want to show at the flea market, before I move on to the different lot, is this thing right here. I know everybody is going to be like, it's a box, obviously, but not just any other box. This right here is the useless box. Yes, I am not kidding. That's the useless box. I actually got this at a flea market, obviously. So, watch what it does right here. You're probably wondering how I actually got that little thing here that turns off the switch here to stay on there. Well, you'll see why in a minute. Watch this here. It doesn't want to stay on. Give it a close-up look. See that? Trying to get the camera. Yeah, there you go. It just doesn't want to stay on. It's the useless box. This thing's useless, but in a good way though. It's pretty funny. Now I'm going to show y'all how I actually gotten this here to stay. This is kind of be a little hard to do this here, so I'll show you. Ah! Just watch. I think just hold it right there. And if you manage to get it, oh wow, oh okay. This could be kind of a little hard to do. Just hold your finger right there, or your phone. And if you manage to get this, right, you actually stop the useless box right there. And this is what it looks like here, the useless box. It turns off the switch. So yeah, this is how I actually did it to stop it from turning it off. So yep, I actually did that. So that's the useless box. This thing's pretty neat. I love this thing. Alright, anyways, and now I get to the other DVDs and Blu-rays. Let me move the fan out of the way here so it won't be in the way. I actually got this company right here. Move the stuff out of the way here so it won't be in the way. Come on. Alright, there we go. This right here, this lot, I got at Driftwood Records. Now, if you don't know what Driftwood Records is, they're basically like a record store. They sell vinyls and CDs and music cassettes, but also they actually also sell DVDs. Obviously, so yep, they also sell DVDs and stuff. And they also sell DVDs, Blu-rays, and VHS tapes. So that's what I got from there, obviously. Which I actually helped my dad find them because they were actually hard to find. If you want to know where they're actually at, they're actually in Johnson City, obviously. So I actually would show you their Facebook page, see actually what they look like. If you want to know what they actually look like, I'll show you what they look like. So I'll be there in just a few minutes. So I'll see y'all in just a second. Alright, so I'm on Facebook now, and this is what their Facebook page looks like. Driftwood Records and Collectibles, obviously. I'll show you the photos here. As you can see, they sell VHS tapes and vinyls, obviously, music cassettes. Yeah, I'll show you what it looks like here on that shelf. That right there is VHS tapes. Yeah, let me zoom in yet. Right there it is. VHS tapes, right on that shelf. Very, very cool looking. They also have some t-shirts, obviously, and vinyls. They also have a tattoo shop too, which is pretty cool. I'll show one of the vinyls right here, and the good thing is though, are actually original vinyls right here. It's an Aussie Diary of a Madman, which looks pretty cool. And they should also show DVD covers too. I do not know if they do. There's that Fleetwood Mac one, obviously. That's the vinyl here. I'll show you. Here's $18. That's It's actually cool. Yep. This is what the outside looks like. Obviously. Enough. So yeah, if you don't know what Driftwood Records, if you want to know what they look like, there's their Facebook page. So, yep. I'll go back to the webcam here. Yeah, sorry if I made a little mistake here, which I'll probably edit it out, maybe. I don't know. So, I'll see you all in just a second. Alright, so I'm back now, and I'll show the DVDs and one Blu-ray I actually got at Driftwood Records and Collectibles, and they're also a tattoo shop too, which is pretty cool. So here's the DVDs and Blu-ray I got. First one up is Critters Attack. Finally got this movie in my collection. Now I do have that Critters 4 movie set, 4 film favorites, which I pulled out for this video right here. Here it is right there. And now I finally have Critters Attack. Now this one is a direct-to-video sequel to the 4 Critters films, obviously, from 2019. So there's the back. It only has a slipcover and a Blu-ray, sadly, but it's alright. There it is. Does not have the DVD, obviously, no. There's the Blu-ray. Rail from Popcorn Video. If I get back in that slipcover, well, that is Critters Attack, obviously, which looks pretty cool. And now I get into the DVDs. Some I will keep for backup, some I do not have. First one up is Return of the Living Dead 3. I got this Driftwood Records, obviously. It says $4 right there, $3.99. It's actually a pretty good deal. There's the back. It says 2006 right there, or no, 2007. This is kind of a reprint here, Lionsgate reprint. Still uses the I think 2001 DVD or so. There's the disc right there, and I also, yeah, I also got a sticker from there, Driftwood Records, which I thought that was pretty cool. So that's a Return of the Living Dead 3, the third entry into the Return of the Living Dead films. I still need to get the rest of the movies, obviously. Return of the Living Dead films, actually. Part 1, 2, and maybe 4 and 5, I guess. And the next one I also got this from. Now all of these I got from Driftwood Records, obviously. So, yep. Here's the Joyride double feature. Here, this has this is from $3, $2.99. Joyride 1 and 2, obviously, which I will keep this for backup. Yeah, this is a Walmart receipt right there. I got my microphone, which I will show very last. Here's disc 1, has Joyride 1 and 2 right there. Obviously disc 1 and 2. So that's the Joyride double pack. Now if you're wondering what's behind there, it's obviously the same cover, but it's like this cover right there. Very cool though. And the next one here I do not have, which I finally have in the collection. I know this did get a VHS release too. Dead Birds. I got this. I got this for $1.99 at Driftwood Records and Collectibles. I'm surprised they actually finally had this movie, and I know they did have Ginger Dead Man 3 at this point, but I did not get it. I regret not getting it though. But got it for $1.99 at Driftwood Records. Finally got this movie in my collection, obviously. Yep, Silver Knight right movie, released through Sony Pictures Home Entertainment. There is the disc right there, and also promotes other movies, even Spun, which is pretty funny right there. See that movie right there? That is probably the theatrical cut of the movie of Spun. So there's Dead Birds. Finally have this one in my collection, which I did not have at the time. And the next one I'll keep for backup, since I actually do have this on 3D Blu-ray 3D of this movie. Piranha. This is the remake, obviously. I do have this on 3D Blu-ray, which this will be my backup copy. Obviously now. There is the disc. Yeah, Dimension Films, Coverage Atmosphere. There's what the Driftwood Records card looks like. Obviously now. Yep. Buy, sell, and trade. Records and collectibles. They're also a tattoo shop, which is pretty cool. So that's a Piranha. Got the set. Yeah, it's like $2.99 also. Next one up, also from Driftwood Records, When a Stranger Calls, the original from 1979. Columbia Pictures movie, obviously. I do have the remake of When a Stranger Calls. I did not pull it out. There it is. This is widescreen and full screen. Double-sided disc. And also that sticker again. So that's When a Stranger Calls. That's the original. Get into this. Next up, 4 multi-pack, 4 film pack. Pumpkinhead 2, Leprechaun, Wishmaster 1 and 2. 4 movies on here. There's ONN microphone, which I'll show very last. Pumpkinhead 2, Leprechaun, wait, no, Leprechaun's right here. And Wishmaster 1 and 2 is right there. So, yep. That's this 4-pack. I'll try to hurry up here. We're about like an hour into the video. Puppet Master 9 film collection. Also from Driftwood Records. It's also like $4.99. That multi-pack. This one's $5.99. This one I'll keep for backup also. And this also has a different sticker right there. Obviously. Disc 1 and Disc 2. So, yep. Also from Driftwood Records again, $7 here. Psycho 2, 3, and 4. Double feature, or no, not double feature, triple feature. Sorry. Go again, and yep. Those cases with that 2 little things you have to take out, yeah. Psycho 2, and then 3 and 4 on that disc right there. And also that same sticker again. And the last one up to end this video off, Porky's The Ultimate Collection. This is my dad's DVD right here. Which also includes Porky's 1, 2, and 3. Obviously, go ahead and show the discs right here in the cover. So first, Porky's. One size fits all edition. There's the disc. And the back. Porky's 2. There's the disc right there. I think I remember doing the opening to the first Porky's movie in my double feature DVD openings. I can't remember. And Porky's Revenge. There's the disc. Yep. So that's the Porky's collection. And the one very last thing I want. Oh yeah, and also a little thing right here. I got this little pin. Driftwood Records also. So yep. So there's everything I want to show. And then the last thing I want to show is this ONN microphone right here, which looks pretty cool. I do have the box to it, which I'll show the box here. I'll see you all in just a second. Alright, I'm back now, and here's what the box looks like. This is a Surf ONN microphone, podcast microphone. I say it sounds not too bad. Not the greatest, but not the worst. So, yep. That's it for the video. And I'll see you all later on Movie Boy Master's channel. So, yeah. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you all later. Yeah, I can't believe it's like almost an hour to the video, so I'll see you all later.